Long been viewed that younger people adapt to technology more quickly than older ones. Now, new evidence shows we're not just talking about teenagers versus their parents or grandparents. CCTV's Mark New has details on a new study that finds the difference may start much earlier.
Teenagers and university students around the world are known for their ability to adapt quickly to new gadgetry and technology. But a new study from the University of California, Berkeley shows how students were outsmarted by a group that's even younger.
It has a white and yellow.
More than 100 preschoolers played this game that involved placing shapes on a box. If the box lit up and played music, it was triggered by an object fictionally called a blicket. The goal was to determine which objects were blickets. But with different combinations, the answer wasn't always straightforward. That became apparent when Berkeley College students went through the same experiment.
The children and the adults looked pretty much the same when it came to the obvious solution, but when it came to the solution that wasn't obvious, very few of the adults actually got to that solution, and the vast majority of the children, the 4-year-olds, did.
In fact, roughly 84% of the preschoolers learned the unusual rule, while only 14% of adults did. Researchers believe the success of the kids has to do with flexibility. The preschoolers were able to entertain unlikely possibilities to figure out what eventually works.
You could think about babies and young children as being like the research and development division of the human species, and we adults are production and marketing. So they're the blue sky guys who get to just try out a million different things.
Gopnik says adults can learn a lot from children, such as how to explore new environments, and by bringing in people who do not have an expertise in your field for a fresh look at your problems.
That a lot of the really great firms in Silicon Valley will, tell their employees, okay, you have a day where you can just try whatever you want. In a way, what they're doing is turning some of their employees into being like children.
Gopnik says researchers were surprised to find such a glaring difference that clearly underscored the belief that adults tend to fall back on what they already know, while children enjoy taking on something new. Mark New, CCTV, Berkeley, California.